Hello.
Welcome to another episode of Bucky Booze. I'm Julie.
I'm Hope. And we have... Introduce
Spencer.
yourself.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know I was waiting on Spencer.
So we have
Alright,
Spencer, and I love him. He's one of my greatest friends ever. I'm super obsessed. I was thinking today when I was like driving around daydreaming like I do, I was like, what am I going to say for Spencer? And I was like, well, just like by being your friend and you liking me, I automatically feel like a cooler person.
Oh, damn.
So that's something that's really cool about our friendship.
You shouldn't feel cooler. It's okay. No, I'm just kidding.
I just straight up feel cool as fuck. Do you want to start with what are you into?
Okay, yes. So I've been making bread, like a lot of bread. I got this starter from my aunt, and it was a lot more fucking work than I thought it would be. So I'm mad about it, but if it turns out great, then I'll be happy. If it turns out bad, then I'm going to be really angry that I wasted all this time. And that's it. I'm just making bread. I'm
feel like
very
you're late.
Domestic.
I feel like you're late to the bread thing.
Well, I didn't set out to make bread. My aunt just had a starter and gave it to me.
What type of bread though? Like sourdough?
I don't know. It's Amish friendship bread.
Okay, so I have no idea what that is.
Yeah.
It's just like plain bread. You just get this starter and you feed it like sugar and flour and stuff, and then you mix water and flour and salt into it and bake it.
Oh, okay. No yeast? No yeast?
I think the starter has yeast in it.
Oh, yeah, yeast is starter.
I think that's what you're feeding.
Okay.
But I don't know. I'm not like a bread expert or a baker by any means.
Not yet.
So
Not
I'm
yet.
just not yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Time will tell.
Bread is like the greatest wonder of the world. I still don't understand how it works. It's a very complicated process, I think. But I actually have zero interest in it. Like I remember,
won't give you a starter.
I'll try some of your bread, but I remember at the beginning of quarantine when making bread was the thing, I was just like, I would rather just not
buy bread. That's what I thought too. And then I was gifted this starter, so I'm trying it.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely looked into it. I want to make sourdough bread just because I eat it all the time, and Ezekiel bread and stuff like that. So it'd be cool to make a loaf and not have to, go to the store. You could freeze one and eat it.
And it's very simple ingredients.
Yeah, just salt and the water, and then I guess depending on what you want to make, there's so many different ways to make bread now. But yeah,
very true. So what are y'all into?
You want to go?
Sure. Okay, so I'm actually feeling pretty rich right now. I told my coworkers, I told my coworkers that I was going to quit because I'm getting my tax return. I was like, I'm rich. You can find me in a penthouse somewhere. But listen, I didn't get my stimulus checks, okay? Because a whole thing with my taxes, and to me, the first time around, it just wasn't worth going through the tax revision and all of that. I was like, whatever, fuck it, I just don't care. But when I was filing my taxes for 2020, they asked if I got my stimulus, and I was like, no. And they're like, well, your low income qualifies you to get it. So they're giving me my stimulus checks with my tax return. And so now I'm just kind of big ballin' and rich, and I'm gonna save money.
Damn.
So that's what I'm into.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
How much is it? Are they still doing the 600 stimulus? Or is that 2K? Are they?
I got the 600 stimulus.
Oh, nice.
I didn't get the first one though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They credited both of them to me, so they might credit you whenever you do your tax. I'm getting $3,000.
Oh, holy shit!
Yeah.
Okay, so you're getting.
Yeah,
she's balling.
I'm really rich, so.
I'm dependent on my parents' taxes, so I feel the exact opposite from you.
Well,
I tell people that I'm not going to save money because I don't have that money. So. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What I'm into, I'm trying to think about it. I've been watching Grey's Anatomy recently. I don't know. That's just something that I got into that I've heard about my entire life because everybody has watched it.
Everybody fucking talks about it. I've never seen an episode.
And it's one of my favorite shows of all time now. And I'm only not even a quarter of the way. Each season has 25 episodes. and there are 17 seasons.
Oh my God.
I love
I'm on-
that though.
I do too.
It's so good, but like every episode is like the show could probably end here. Like especially now with like miniseries and stuff, and something is so crucial. Each episode's an hour, 2 seasons, and you're like, yeah, I'm done. I feel like I've been dragged through gravel and stuff like that, just going through this. And that's how every episode feels like. So like I have no idea how I'm supposed to watch it for 17 seasons, but I'm only on like the end of season 2 or the beginning of season 3, and it's like one of the best shows ever. So that's what I've been into recently.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, this is like groundbreaking news.
What?
I am starting to enjoy movies.
Oh, really?
Oh,
like,
great.
Never in my
Good
life
for you.
have I liked movies. Oh, let me backtrack really fast about saving money. I did a very adult thing yesterday, and I switched car insurances all by myself.
Wow.
Literally, I am so
I
Geico?
would know
proud.
how.
Yes,
Yeah.
Geico.
Oh, you went to Geico? Okay.
Yes, I
I was
did.
just gonna make a Geico joke.
No, it wasn't 15 minutes. Dude, I'm saving $97 a month.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of
That
money.
actually is
That's a lot.
money.
Yeah, I'm like with a whole extra $100. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I mean, quit my job.
Put it
and
in
move to a
savings.
penthouse.
Yeah.
But
Act like
yeah,
you don't
I'm
have
gonna
it and
do
put
that.
it in your savings.
Well,
That's what
I'm
I do.
gonna
I get automatic $200 taken out every month.
I think to
nice.
kickstart that, when I get my tax return, I'm keeping 1,000, and then I'm putting 1,000 in savings, and then I'm saving another 1,000 because as soon as we're allowed to, I really want to go to France. So I'm just trying to save as much money as possible. Because like I know if I tell my parents that, like, because all they want me to do is travel, they'll probably like match me or give me some money if they see that I'm serious about
Lucky
it.
you.
Yeah.
Damn.
So
I wish my
That's what I'm
parents had it
gonna
like
do.
that.
that's what it is.
Right. I want to drink, so let's do it.
Do you want to try a new drink for Booze or
I'll
Lose?
just try the same old.
I knew that you probably wanted to.
Same old drink that I always drink.
I have I am gonna sound so stupid saying this. Rheinegeist.
German? What is
It
it?
says Cincy made Little Bubs Session Rosé Ale with apple, peach, and cranberry.
Oh, that sounds delightful.
Is it a mead or is it like normal beer?
I don't know. It just says a bright and refined session rosé ale with apple, peach, and cranberry.
Oh,
A
nice.
tight and crisp expression with a smaller ABV compared to its bigger cousin, Little Bubs Whispers Tart. Okay, that's disappointing. Why would you like brag about a smaller ABV?
Yeah, that was
That's
That's
the biggest description
embarrassing.
I've ever seen on a beer as well. If that's a beer, it just kept going and going. I thought they would just say, drink it at that point.
I am drinking the Dark Matter Black IPA. It was crafted in Nashville. It's got 6.2%, and it has this beautiful little image. Sorry, my Mac camera quality's
Dark Matter, cute. It's like very
cute?
retro.
Like retro.
That actually looks really cool.
Yeah.
Spence, what do you
I love
have?
that.
I have the classic Bon Vive coconut pineapple zero sugar spiked seltzer. Spiked seltzer. I can't believe I botched that name considering I drink this every day of my entire life. So yeah.
That's my favorite one,
This one's good. Mango is probably my favorite, or pear elderflower, and this has 4.5% in alcohol content. So
I don't know what the percentage is on this, but I tasted it and it's very weird.
it's weird.
Yeah, it's like
All the mixture
sour.
of fruit in there and stuff. Yeah, it probably tastes like a lot different than normal beers.
Like it smells like beer, but it tastes like wine.
Really?
Yeah.
Sounds like a mead or something, like it doesn't have hops in it, or I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's really good. Like I like this. I'll drink it.
That's
but
good.
I probably wouldn't buy it again.
Bottle opener?
Yeah, I need to go. It took me so long because I couldn't find the bottle opener. All I could find was a potato cutter that your mom gave me.
Oh, the carrot cutter.
The carrot cutter. Yeah.
Someone's fucking car alarm is going off right now.
I can't hear it.
You couldn't hear that?
No.
Jinx.
Yeah, I was gonna say cheers. Yeah.
Okay,
cheers.
let me try my drink now.
Yeah, try your drink.
That's really good. It's really, really heavy and like
It looks like
super bitter. but I guess it's a black IPA. But
Yeah.
but no, it's really good. It's a booze. I really like it. It just sticks there in the back of your throat and it just sits.
Yeah, well, that's what a heavy beer does. Mine is a booze too, if I didn't already say. It's like actually really good. I'm liking it more and more every time I drink it.
I'm glad you like it because you're not a wine girl, you know?
Yeah, I'm not like at all. I'm like, I just don't like it. It tastes like old applesauce. Like, I don't know what it is,
You don't
but
like
something
white
about
wine or
wine.
red wine?
It tastes. I don't know. I kind of like white wine better than red wine, but I did have a. Did I have a good red wine? I do have a red wine to try that is going to be good, I bet, when I try it, but
Nice.
we'll
I'm such a
see.
cab girl these days. I love red wine. I used to not like red wine. Well, I didn't know because I never bought it because it's kind of intimidating. But now it's like I'll drink a good Cabernet any day of the week. So
I have to be careful now because I didn't know that a lot of the processes where they make
Have meat,
wine
or not meat, but
have
like animal.
they have like animal like products in it, so I didn't know that, and then so now I have to find specific vegan wines. But I mean, I go to Sprouts and stuff, and I found a really good red wine that was like, it was like 14 a bottle, so it wasn't like cheap. But I mean, like when you get older, if you like just try to control yourself even the tiniest bit, you can have like a glass a night and not go overboard if you really try. So
well, I drank that whole bottle at your house the other night.
yeah, I know you did, but I wasn't trying to contain myself either that night. So
I felt fine.
Yeah, I felt fine too. I'm just sleeping. Yeah.
Okay. So, Spencer, the way that we're kind of structuring this is like we have just some funny. The thing about you is you're so passionate with like everything you talk about. You just get really intense and passionate about it.
So passionate.
So we just kind of like got some good questions up and just kind of to hear your point of view on everything and
kind of
whatever.
some stuff that you can really like
Go
share
on a
your
tangent.
opinion.
Okay, get angry.
Yeah,
about
to get us talking. And it doesn't have to be like, it could be deep, it could be funny, it could be whatever. So I'm kind of excited.
Let's do it.
Can I begin?
Yeah, go ahead. I don't have that many questions.
Okay, so this is okay. Hope, do you remember how Spencer and I became friends?
Because you're like a Twitter fan.
Okay, so I want to explain this to the people listening. So when I lived in Georgia, somebody somehow, I don't know, somebody must have retweeted this video that Spencer made on Twitter and it was fucking hilarious. And I just like literally fell in love with you. And I didn't know anything about you. I just thought you were some random person that was making a funny video. So I was just like sending it and sharing it. And I just became a fan, like honestly. And then I moved to Tennessee and I met Robert and he told me that he like knows you or that you live here. And I was like, no, he doesn't. Like, he doesn't. He was like, no, deadass, he lives here. And it took me a while to believe it. And then he sent me a picture with you at that party. And I was like, holy fuck.
I remember him walking up to me and taking that picture because he was like, dude, do you care if like I take a picture with you? He's like, yeah, my girlfriend loves you. I was like, what? And he like did like a peace sign.
I was like,
I was like, huh?
A fan, like recreated his videos before I even met him, which is weird now. But I want to talk about that for a second because I know you don't have those videos up anymore, but I mean, they got a lot of traction.
Yeah.
Like, was that just like overnight? You just woke up and you saw your videos were super popping or what?
It was, I don't know how we'll actually do for some of them. I would make like, you know, shorter videos and stuff like that, trying to be like, or just, I don't know, trying to get attention, I guess, in like a way that like humor is or whatever. And so I would do videos like that. And then one of them, I was pretending I was doing like a workout routine and I was in the bathroom and the camera was in front of me or whatever. So I was sitting there and I was like, all right, so now for my routine, I stood up and then my dick was in between my legs. And then that was like the video. And then one of my friends is friends with this girl who's like popular on Twitter and like on social media and stuff. And she found it from him and then retweeted that video. And then multiple other people did. So I just kept posting videos because I knew it would get traction. Some of them, I didn't really care about the quality like that much, which I guess you shouldn't do if you're like, you know, trying to post things. But I just kept going on that and then getting more and more. And then I had that one like awful like whoa video or whatever where I was like joking and I was like stop, and then that one got like 40K retweets, and then you get like death threats at that point just for existing on Twitter. So I
Yeah.
was like, I don't really feel like doing that anymore. So that's why I removed him, just because it was like a really annoying. You posted like random video and someone's like in your DMs like, I hate you. It's like, oh, okay, I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know
like, what the fuck?
yeah, they're like want to fight. It's like I have no idea who you are and you're meaningless. So like I don't. Yeah, but yeah, that was a wild.
Is that something you wanted to do though? Like that you meant to do?
No, but I knew I could like push it further and further. I just like, I don't know. I was in the movies one time. I was watching a movie and I was like, what if I just deleted all these videos right now? And I just deleted all of them. And I was like, damn, I probably shouldn't have
Yeah,
done
I was
that.
so sad.
Yeah. And I
So
deleted them from
sad.
my phone. But I also play music. So I didn't, oops, I just touched the table with my knee. That was my bad. Everything almost fell.
It's
And that was
not
probably
that big of
loud.
a deal.
But the world was like collapsing around me when I saw it like move. But anyway, so no, I didn't mean to like do it at first, but I knew I could like push it. But I was like playing music at the same time, and I didn't want to be taken as like a comedian because I like music as like my main thing, and it's hard to be taken as seriously as like a, not seriously, but just like this is my thing as a songwriter when I'm making like, I don't know, jokes and shit on Twitter, and like people are like, where are the joke videos? Where the joke videos
Yeah,
at? It's
right.
like
just expecting one thing. You're a
yeah.
Renaissance man. You can't just
I can't
you can't just make
stand
funny
one lane.
videos.
But like that's like if you made one joke one time and you didn't think anything of it, and someone was like, "But what, like make a joke about like that thing again." Like what? No, I don't really care. You have to say just like make that joke again. It's kind of like I don't want to make I'm not going to make a joke because like that's not. I don't know. The world sucks like right now. I don't want to make jokes. So yeah.
Right.
All right.
So that's my short answer. That's my very short answer.
Okay. Have you ever disagreed with someone and realized you were wrong? And then what the fuck? My throat just made the weirdest.
I thought that was me.
No, I like felt it in my throat. I guess
heard
it's like
it.
an inward burp. I don't know.
That's
A little
lizardy.
spice to my question. So you ever like disagree with someone, realize you were wrong, and then you have to swallow that pride, or do you just like not just be like whatever and move on? I know this question's kind of like out of left field, but
I usually try to repress times that I'm wrong because like I just don't like to think about when I don't know. Like obviously I'll self-reflect and be like, oh, I was wrong in this. I'm just trying to think of a specific. I mean, I've been in my house with my mom and dad for a year, so I mean, I've had disagreements with them, but like I can't really think about one where I was wrong with them. So I don't know. I'm trying to think back before
That's
where I was
tricky.
like, damn, like I was wrong. I'm gonna have to think
that's just
about
something
that one
that's
for a
like
second.
hard to deal with. It's like,
What
yeah, I
about
would
you?
rather
Have
not
you had
fucking
like a
think about that.
massive have you had like a massive disagreement and then
Nothing massive. I don't really get in fights with people often, but I have been like, I probably like shouldn't have said that, shouldn't have done that, whatever. I'll apologize if I have to, but
yeah.
usually I do try to just sweep it under the rug and be like, hope they moved on because I did.
Yeah, if it's in the
I
moment.
don't like think about it too much.
You can't.
Right.
Unless it's like a big giant thing, which hasn't happened to me, but ultimately like small things where I'm wrong.
If it's in the moment and I realize like very quickly, like, oh damn, I'll say something. But
yeah, if I'm like actively arguing.
Yeah, but
that
other than
that actually
no.
has happened to me. That has happened to me where I was like, I can't remember what we were talking about, but I was talking to my uncle and he was saying something and I was like, no, but blah, blah, blah. And then I realized I was like, oh shit, like you're actually right. And I was like, you know what? Sorry, dude. I didn't realize what I was fucking talking about. My bad. I think it's easiest just to laugh off.
Yeah, I'd rather just forget it. Whenever I think of something that I did wrong or embarrassing or
the embarrassing ones cripple me.
I just avoid thinking about my problems, which is really, really bad because most of my problems are like my credit card or something like that I really need to get on top of. And I'm just like, I'll forget about it if I just keep doing stuff. And then I cry about it the next day.
Just purposely not check your account.
No, yeah. I mean, when I Zelle you sometimes, I don't even like, I just scroll really fast to the Zelle button and I'm like, that's it. Yeah, I'm doing really well. But now that I'm rich, I'll handle some things.
Yeah, and we're all poor, so yeah, good for you. We'll sit in my
eat a
room
fucking
thinking about
dick.
money.
Okay,
Yeah.
I will. Okay, I have a question. I feel like I'm like a little,
Interviewer?
yeah. Is Jimmy Fallon
Like
the
Gayle
guy that's an
King?
interviewer? I don't know who that
Is
is.
he what? Jimmy Fallon's one of late night. He's the one that
an
laughs a lot.
interviewer?
I mean, technically, he's
Yeah, he's the one that laughs at all his
host.
own jokes.
Okay, so I feel like Jimmy Fallon. Okay, Spencer. I noticed that you've been streaming, right? I watch almost all of them because I turned your notifications on.
Oh, okay.
So I can watch them.
Oh, cool.
But is that something that you think you're gonna do, or is that just a way to like kill time right now?
It's sort of like a way to kill time. I love like watching Twitch stuff and people streaming games. And one of my best friends, Zach, he streams a lot, and he's gotten me into like Twitch and stuff like that too. And I don't know, it's just something to kill time, but it is cool how you can like interact and people can see like what you're doing as opposed to like, Instagram live and like just seeing what's like their face.
Just seeing
Yeah.
your
I don't know.
face.
Yeah.
We know a lot about Instagram lives.
Yeah.
You don't have to tell
Unfortunately.
us. But yeah, no,
I like
it's
Twitch
really
streams
fun.
too.
Yeah, they're fun to watch. I just like watching them. And if I'm playing a game, like recently I've just been replaying games. So like I don't need to pay that much attention to it. So it's sort of like just a thing that like I'm just passing time and people can watch if they want to watch. I don't know. Most people obviously don't watch, but like it's cool that you turn your notifications on because
Well, I like to text you in it, and I like to demand to know who your viewers are.
Yeah.
But I figure you can see who views.
Yeah.
Even as a viewer.
Sometimes you can't though, because it'll just say another Twitch TV viewer if they don't have
I thought
account.
that was a username.
No, I thought it was at first. And then it's just there's somebody that's always in there watching. I have no idea who that is. And I don't know if Twitch just does that to like make your stream look like it has people in it. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but they never say
Mine
anything.
is Pappy Bobo.
Okay.
That's
Mine
my
is
Twitch name.
Jules. No, mine is Jules Dunn is fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I added you on there. You're my only friend on there.
I was pressing buttons on it because I was so interested, and I could block you, but I would never do that.
Yeah, you have the power to block anyone. Yeah.
My turn.
Wait, back to you.
Thank you. Would you rather be a hero or a sidekick? And why?
That's kind of like asking, would you rather be famous or semi-famous? In like the same exact way.
Famous.
They
Everybody
are,
knows
but
Robin.
But sidekick doesn't take shit for like the main issues. Like if main issues goes wrong, it's like, yeah, fuck Batman. But like if it like, I don't know, Robin really can't get blamed for anything because it's like you can't punch downwards. You can only punch upwards. I don't know. I'd rather be a sidekick that's better than the superhero. I don't know, but like in some way, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a sidekick that's better than the superhero, and I can't. But then again, I guess like just based out of like subtle narcissism, I'd rather be a hero too, because I couldn't go to sleep at night knowing that like no one cared about me as much as the other person that I was with. So
yeah, same here. I'd definitely rather be. That's like saying, would you rather be Michael or Dwight? I'd definitely rather be Michael. For the simple reason that I like to be the best one. And that's just what I like.
I love Dwight. I think of Dwight as like a leader in a way where he's like in a different way. But yeah, Dwight's my favorite
He's
character.
just so fucking weird and he doesn't give a shit, which I love.
Yeah. Hope is my Dwight. When I think about Hope, I think about Dwight. When I think about Dwight, I think about Hope. I don't know what it is, but it's
you just think I'm worse than you.
No, it's just that you have these glasses.
Just fucking said.
No, Hope, I've thought this before I made that statement, but because and you know what I'm talking about, those glasses. Ever since you put them on, I can't unsee it.
If someone called me Dwight, I don't know how I feel. So anything you say right now.
I've gotten called Jeffrey Dahmer and Dwight whenever I wear those glasses. I'm like a little girl. I'm not this big, tall man with like a big brow bone. I don't fucking know. Whatever.
Jeffrey Dahmer's a lot worse than Dwight, so I don't know.
Yeah.
You shouldn't say that.
What's your answer?
But he seems more like a main character, I guess.
Dwight is a main character, though. Dwight's my favorite character.
More than Creed?
I love Dwight more than everyone. in life. No, I'm just kidding. But I love him more. Yeah, I do love him more than Creed. I know how people like Creed because he's the guy that's like, my dick's
He's
chopped
just
off,
weird.
and he says that's the only thing he says in like an episode. He hasn't said that in an episode. I'm just giving an example, and he would never say that because you can't say that on TV. But like, I mean, he's all right. But Dwight,
But he isn't
Dwight,
in the show as much as Dwight, and he isn't
Dwight
as
is
like developed as a character, I don't think.
in
It's
season
kind of
like the
hard to pick
development
that
through
movie.
Dwight is like there. That was the only thing they could latch onto through the entire show. Like because like Jim and
Yeah.
Pam, they made that way too long.
Yeah.
And then we all know I love like the later parts of like The Office, but like they really just beat the shit out of like every single story over and over again. I didn't care about Jim
Yeah.
and Pam. It's like this is annoying. And then
Like when they were fighting and shit, I had nothing invested in it.
I hated it. I literally hated it.
I didn't give a fuck.
It didn't make like he literally gave up. Like he was literally like, yeah, follow your dreams. And then she's understanding, and then like it makes complete sense. And then like they're in a really understanding relationship. And he's like, hey, I have this really awesome thing that can propel us. She's like, yeah, I kind of just want to stay here forever. And it goes against her whole entire character from season 1 through 3. I was like, what? Yeah. She literally was like, I don't want to be here forever. I don't want to do this. And then Jim was the person that let her know, like, I can be whatever I want. And he was like, hey, I can be whatever I want. She was like, nah, I know you can't. It's like, that's not even her character. Like, what?
Yeah. It was weird.
It was just so stupid.
And then Andy and, oh my gosh. And then Andy and Aaron were everything. And he goes on this weird psychosis trip because little did I know he was filming The Hangover. And that's why they let him off the show, like, for a little bit, because he had to film.
Oh, wow.
So they had to create a story.
The fucking Hangover.
Yeah, for The Hangover.
I love The Hangover.
Then that was a success for him, but he comes back. And then their whole relationship for like 2 seasons or 3 seasons even was built up. He drove to Florida and was like, fuck my job, fuck everything. And then brought her back, told his ex-girlfriend he was gay, drove off, came back, I'm not gay, and then drove back, and they're dating just for all that to crumble. And she's dating Pete.
Yeah.
Yeah, of all people. Yeah, what the fuck?
Who is Pete?
Bullshit.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. We're talking about main characters and heroes, but the writers of that part were not the heroes. They were the sidekick. They were just, they were just straight villains in that. So, I don't know. Anyway.
I like when Creed threw his keys to nothing. And like no one, he's like, keep it running. Like, that's really inspiring to me. Like, I live by that. Honestly, so I love that. You know who I hate? Stanley.
Stanley?
Yeah.
You don't like? I've heard some people say they don't like Stanley.
No, he's never said one thing that's made me laugh, and he's such he's just not even annoying.
Not even up your butt.
Of course not.
Okay. All right.
So no, I don't like Stanley. Is it my turn, Spencer? Do you have any questions for us?
What? Here, we're gonna have you on the show, and then you can ask us.
No, I was thinking.
Wouldn't that be fun? Doesn't that sound great?
I'm really bad at asking questions. Like when.
Why would you ask him to?
I just wondered if maybe he had a question.
What did you think your favorite parts were going to be about starting a podcast? Like, what did you think? Like in the future, like this will be really good. Like for you, like as your own person, like for both of you.
Like what I thought I would love the most about podcasting.
Yeah.
Versus what I actually love the most.
Yeah, as opposed to, yeah. Did you think about that, or was it just sort of like?
You know what? Okay, this is my thing. When Hope and I, in the first couple of weeks of planning the podcast, we would have meetings all the time. And I had this cute little like book, what's it called? Notebook. And I wrote a bunch of ideas down, a bunch of last call ideas down, episode ideas, last like boozer loses, whatever. And I was like, this is so fun. I'm so organized. Like we're going to have meetings. We're going to just be such cute little boss babes, honestly. And now I know. And now it's like, it's kind of just like, hey, we should record today or tomorrow.
This is what you do.
Yeah.
I know. We had such a schedule.
Where do you want to record?
Let's record. I like it better though. I like the more relaxed, like do it when we can thing. I don't know. I thought that like having a schedule would be good for me, and like I need structure, I need this and that, but I can never fucking keep it. I can't. I just like cannot keep up with anything ever. I'm just terrible with
You
that.
both seem like really organized people, though. So it seems like you keep to a schedule. I mean, from the outside looking in, I mean, I know you
It's
both
just because,
personally.
I
People
mean,
tell it's so
we,
weird how people see others like, oh, you seem like blah blah blah, and it's like, really, bitch? Like, people have told me like I seem like I have my shit together multiple times, and I'm
Your
like,
room's clean. Your room looks really clean behind you. So like,
Hunter did that. The room was a mess, and I was like,
okay.
we have to clean it. And then while I was like fiddling around, he just cleaned the room for me. Like,
Well,
it's
it
just
looks good.
weird.
Shout out Hunter because the room looks
Yeah,
incredible.
thank
So
you.
yeah.
My favorite part though, and what I always thought would be my favorite part, was being able to talk to Julie like every week, all the time, because we, like, we're busy now. We just
Yeah.
can't always do it. So it's really nice having like a set time where nothing can interrupt us. We're just
Mhm.
able to talk, and I think it's fun. I love it.
Yeah, and you're being yourselves too. You're not like playing up who you are, which a lot of people do when like
Yeah.
cameras turn on and stuff like that, which is like really annoying because if you know them, you can like see through it, and people that don't
Yeah.
know them can see through it too. So it's like there's no way you talk like that in a normal
yeah.
conversation.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. See, that's something that actually I kind of worried about in the beginning because, I mean, I wouldn't say that when I'm at home or podcasting, that I'm a very professional person.
Mhm.
But I don't know. I think that's like something really awesome about our podcast is like we don't censor ourselves. Like I will vape right here, right now. Like I'll do whatever I normally do. And people appreciate that. Most of our reviews are people saying like, oh, it's very authentic, very genuine.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess that's the coolest part that people like us, that just for being regular.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's very validating.
Yeah.
But it's also like, I'm not going to fucking focus on it because I know bad reviews are coming. But
Stop.
whatever.
We haven't gotten a bad one yet.
That's
Public.
really
But yeah, we're really thankful that we haven't gotten any bad reviews yet. Please don't leave us anybody listening. Okay, I have a question. I am like super obsessed with like inspirational videos
Mhm.
and all of that kind of stuff because it's just
I
the
hate
person.
them.
It's a person that I am. But I do have a question. Have you had any like really huge like realizations like during Corona and everything that like you just had to have the time to sit and like think to yourself, or have you not thought anything?
Have you not thought anything? That
I
if you don't
just
have a big realization, it doesn't mean you haven't thought anything.
I was
just-
thinking maybe head
Bitch.
empty. I
I've
don't
just
know.
sat here like this for an entire year. Just if you're listening and not watching, you can't see what I just did, and you thought everything just went silent. But I stared at the desk like a zombie. But I mean, I definitely realized I had an alcohol problem at one point. Just like to get kind of serious and like joke about it at the same time because I'm not doing anything to fix it. But obviously, but yeah, I'm trying to think of any other.
Well, I haven't had any,
revelations.
so it doesn't matter. I
Yeah.
was literally just asking because another question that I had was just kind of like people say like, oh, you have all this time, like it's a blessing in disguise, especially like for artists to be creative and blah, blah, blah. But I just don't feel like coronavirus motivated anyone
No.
to do anything or to think any deeper just
The
because we have this
opposite.
extra time, which isn't really
It's
time.
depressing.
Yeah, we're just not allowed to go places. I don't know.
It
It
did
just
the
kind of,
opposite for me.
yeah, I mean, it totally brought my spirits down 100%.
Yeah.
I don't feel motivated because I can't go anywhere. I just feel
Mhm.
bored and like stuck
Yeah.
at home. You know what I mean?
And a lot of like especially when the Black Lives Matter movement was growing like a strong head and had like a really strong like force on social media, and everybody was posting about it at one point. Like obviously everybody should still do what it takes because it doesn't just end there. But like this year, like so many things have been happening to where like just creativity wise, it feels kind of pointless to say like, hey, look at this, even though as independent people like in the realm that we are, because we're creating something, whether it be podcast or music or writing or stuff like that, like you have to say like, hey, like listen to me or like look at this, because like how are you supposed to exist? You can't just put that on hold. But it feels weird because a lot of the time I was like, I'm not gonna say something right now because it just feels really like, I don't know, it just kind of feels disrespectful in a way or whatever. But like everybody's different. And you have to like operate. You can't like just be, I don't know.
I feel that. I feel like it's weird because there's kind of this added like sense of pressure to where you almost feel guilty for talking about anything else,
Yeah.
especially talking about yourself.
Mhm.
I totally get what you mean. And I also agree with, you know, I mean, I know it sounds bad, but I agree with you saying like, you can't just put everything on hold. Like everything still has to keep moving.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I get what you're saying. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Sorry, my psychic reading lady messaged me.
Were you gonna have a psychic reading?
Yeah, that's what. So I thought we were gonna record yesterday, and this lady was giving out like free readings on her podcast, and I was like, "Yes, bitch, I want to come on." And so we scheduled it for today, but then we had to push it back, and now I just messaged her. And
Nice. My voice is correct.
Mine did that at work, and you know how embarrassing it is at work when I'm 21 and everyone's 40? It's so embarrassing.
Yeah. That just happened again for me. I don't know what's happening.
How long have we been recording?
38 minutes.
Okay, ask another question.
Okay. Here's another one that is like kind of deep, but I don't know.
Yes.
Why do you think people repeat the same mistakes when they know it's like stupid or wrong?
Damn, that is a really deep question.
There are a lot of examples of that are completely different but lie under the same like statement. I'm trying to think of
They're vague things.
Yeah. I mean, you could repeat something over and over wanting a different outcome. That's a mistake. As you know, it's been the same thing for this amount of times, but then there's the thing that you're like doing that's fucked up, that's over and over again, that you think you can just do and then you'll stop eventually. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like people just people are really selfish, like normally, and it's not even just like saying selfish really isn't an insult most of the time, because we all do things for us, whether it be for other people. Like I can care about somebody so much, but I'm doing this for them because I think that I have to do this thing for them because I think I have to.
Yeah.
I don't know. Most people are selfish. So I watched a Friends episode one time, and then Joey said, to Phoebe, he said, try to find one thing in your entire life that's not selfish. And it's friends, and it's all like, haha. But at the end of it, I was like, holy shit, there's like nothing in life that isn't selfish, whether it be like you can be the most caring person.
My mom and I were actually just talking about this. That's like a, God, my head is empty right now. I can't even think of the word. What is it? Philosophy.
Yeah.
It's like a philosophical thing. Like there's no way to not be selfish. Even like the most selfless acts have selfish intentions. Like just like you're giving money to this man on the street because it makes you feel better.
Yeah. Or you think they could do this or that, but that's what you're thinking in your head. Yeah. It's impossible not to be selfish. I think people are you have to find a way to operate around it and not be self-absorbed.
Yeah. I think the best way to go about that would be like trying to think about the impact of others, because it's going to benefit you either way, but think of like the biggest impact you could have on others versus like me giving some homeless man $10 is going to have a bigger impact than me like purchasing something from like a local place for $10 probably. That'll give someone something to eat. But then $10 at a local store will give them something to eat, but it'll be dispersed differently. So maybe actually, I don't know.
Yeah.
Something to think about.
Yeah. A lot of dimensions to that. Yeah.
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 Why do you think?
Well, it was good to hear you say that, like, you do things for selfish reasons, but you think it's for somebody else, but it's really for you, which is like something that I had kind of happen with my parents, like in the last year. Basically, I would lie to them to make them feel better because I thought it would be better for them to think that than like the truth. But really, it was just like me trying to like protect myself or whatever, which was a selfish thing to do because in the end, I ended up hurting my parents. So I totally agree with that. It was good to hear somebody else say that. And then also like with the thing about like giving back and stuff, I've definitely said when it comes to like giving back that I think it is, obviously we all want to help people, but I've admitted that it's pretty selfish because it makes me feel really good to do things like that. Yeah. And though it's not like my motivating force, it's definitely like in the back of my mind, like this is going to feel so good when I do this. Like unintentionally, everything that you do is selfish. I mean, some things are intentional, but
it's not a bad feeling to have though, that something will make you feel good as long as it's like, like you said, if you're thinking about the bigger impact for somebody else, that is the main thing, that you just don't become absorbed like with yourself and only care about outcomes for you.
Right. I agree.
All right.
Okay. Well, last call.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
That was so good.
I know.
Okay. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
You go first, and then I'll go after you.
Okay. So my last call. Okay. So I have this author who I'm obsessed with. His name is Jedediah Jenkins, and he wrote my favorite book of all time. And yesterday I was like, let me watch these like interviews with him because I miss him, and he has a book coming out next month, and I just got really excited. And he said, he talks about like not wasting your life and not just blinking your eye and then you're 80 and like you missed everything. So the quote is, routine is the enemy of time, which I just like 100% believe. Like right now, obviously I have to work my stupid 9-to-5 job and do the same thing every single day. And it's like wasting my time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not what I want to be doing. I'm not getting the most out of life. But I really like what he said, because I like 100% believe that if you're doing the same thing every single day and you're in this routine every single day, like your time is gone. Every day is the same. Like you don't have to think, you don't have to like learn things. You know what I mean? So that's my quote. I really liked it and I want to quit my job. So.
It's a good quote though.
Okay. Well, mine is from Hunter. It's not his quote, but he told me this is the one I should do. It's from Captain Spaulding. It's from the trilogy with Houses of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects, and Three from Hell. Not sure which one it's from, but it's never turn your back on a fucking clown when he's talking to you. The end. That's my quote.
A good one.
Never turn your back on a fucking clown.
I think that's Thousand Corpses. I'm pretty sure. I haven't seen that or Devil's Rejects in a while, but it was more clown based on Thousand Corpses than it was like on Devil's Rejects. Both.
That just reminded me. I'm getting this really cool Killer Clowns from Outer Space poster and an Elvira poster, and I'm very excited.
Nice.
Also, it doesn't have to be a quote if you don't want it to.
Well, no, I mean, like, okay, I thought of one, and it kind of coincides with yours, and it's pretty much just that everybody dies, and that can mean a lot of things, but a lot of it means like you live your life for a while forgetting that it's going to happen to you, and that you can just do whatever you want, or you can just do nothing at all, and everything will be fine, but it won't be, because you will die and you will have done nothing in your entire life. And it's stressful to think about in every context of everything, but like it really is that's something that I've actually, like, goes back to the major revelations or epiphanies, like, or just self-reflecting on things like during all this, is that like we see so much about death, like not only in social media, but within our friends and family and stuff like that. And not even just recently, just in life. And you realize like every single time it happens, you're like, oh, like this can happen to me. This can happen to me. And then you forget about it. But like, I don't ever think that you should forget about it, but don't look at it in a bad way. Just think like, make the last thing you do, like the greatest thing that you've ever done which is for the most part, like, cause anytime I do anything, like even just recording wise, if I'm doing a voice memo, just coming up with an idea, if it's bad, I have to keep making it until it's good. Cause I'm like, if I just die randomly, that's the last thing I left like on earth. And that's gonna destroy like dead me or something like that. I don't know. It's kind of stressful if you just put it on everything, but like, oh, I have to do great things all the time. But I mean, you should definitely keep that in your mind. Like it can happen to you, and like, it is going to happen to you. It's just like, it's not a matter of if, it's when. So
I mean, that is kind of stressful, but I think you should choose to look at it as like a good kind of stress and like a kick in the ass. Like I don't know. I just sometimes forget that I have the ability to do things that make me like super happy or excited. And I just choose to like sleep till 2 and like not do anything.
Push it off. And after
like my credit card.
It just builds up.
My credit card is super built up. Yeah. I feel that. Okay, well, I guess that concludes this episode. Spencer, I love you so much, and I'm so glad.
Do you want to plug anything?
Yeah, plug.
I don't really have anything to plug, really. I mean, I play music. Spencer Emil Johnson, and that's Emil is EMIL and not anal as anal because it sounds the same. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that's my name on stuff. So that's the only thing I could really plug. But yeah, okay.
But yeah, follow Spencer because he posts really fashionable posts. He always is looking cool. But yeah, so thank you obviously for being on the show and being my friend.
Thank you all for having me.
Make sure that you follow our Instagram at Bucky Boost Podcast, our Twitter at Bucky Boost Pod. If you want to buy groceries and get free delivery, go ahead and go on Instacart with our link and spend $35 and get free delivery. So that is awesome. Hope, tell them what you created.
Also, I made a whole ass website for us. It has everything you could possibly want. It has our YouTube videos, like a little player for you to listen to all the episodes. You can buy merch. We have shirts, koozies, stickers, and you can even donate to us so we can keep going.
Donate up to $50.
It's actually up to 5,000. I just found out today that you can donate up to 5,000 because I typed in 900 billion, and it said you can't donate that much, which is crazy.
Damn.
But yeah, I worked really hard on it, and I'm really proud of it. So please check it out. And if you can't buy anything and you can't donate, that's fine. Just at least share it with somebody.
Oh, and we haven't said this in a while, but please, please, for the love of God, leave us a written review on Apple Podcast. We need it, please.
Yeah, we might do another giveaway. Jesus, like just review.
Now that I'm rich, I could buy it, like the giveaway winner a house or anything like that. So
you could donate $5,000.
I could donate $5,000.
Donate $5,000 to us.
Well, I guess we're out.
Thank you, Spencer. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.